Is it on? Okay, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Cutting Edge Fencing and our St. Patrick's Day Footwork class. This is Saber Coach Kate's House of Pain. Are you ready? All right, first, we will start with warm-ups like we did last night. But first, let me introduce some special people to you. Notice our social distancing between each of them. This is T3 Escueda. This is T2 Escueda. Yes, they are related. That's why they are closer together. And over there is Coach Max. Okay, so we took some suggestions from people that watched last night, tried to improve our sound quality. We also are going to limit the space that we use. One, because the filming got a little bouncy yesterday. And two, most of you are practicing in a really short space. Sharon Gordon, sorry, know you did all that work in your basement, but you're just going to have to shorten it tonight. Okay, so we're going to start with warm-ups. We're going to go between the warning line and the on-guard line and not have to move the camera at all. So they're going to go down and back 3 different times with each of the warm-ups. Okay, guys, right arm down. Okay, and when you're done with that, then you'll spin your left arm. Okay, next you'll do right arm in the reverse direction. Normally, I'd love to be playing some music during this time, so it's not so awkwardly quiet in here. But because of, commercial royalties and all of that kind of thing, we're just going to suffer in silence. Left arm reverse. If anybody out there has some royalty-free music that you want to connect us with, or if you're a person who creates their own music and you want to create a musical selection for our classes, we will say your name live on the air and give you all kinds of credit and maybe get your work out there amongst the general public. Okay, and next is going to be big hugs. We also call this clap and wrap because you clap your hands behind your back and then you wrap your arms in front of you. Make sure that you alternate which arm is on top as you come forward. If you do have some musical ideas, you can email those to Coach David at cuttingedgefencing.com, and we'll see what we can do. Okay, now your shoulders should be nice and warmed up, hopefully. Now it's time to warm up your hips and your legs. So let's start with knee to chest. Sometimes people do a step or two in between each of these pulls. Because we don't have a lot of distance to cover, we're just with each step, you're going to pull your knee up into your chest. Besides, we're not going to cut corners in Coach Kate's House of Pain. Okay, good. So that's moving your legs in one direction. Now you're going to do knees to elbows. This is to help warm up your hips. You're going to make sure that you're touching your right elbow to your left knee and your left elbow to your right knee. Keep your back straight. You don't want to be bent over and make it easy on yourself. You want to have to bring those knees all the way up. For someone with as long of legs as T3, if he can do it, so can you. Look at that. Look at how far up it can go. Look at that. Was that 3? Okay. Next, we're going to do foot to hip. What you do is you'll gently bring your leg up to parallel to the floor. Make sure you're not wrenching your knee. This is just as much for balance as it is for stretching. This actually should feel really good if you've been doing a lot of sitting today. Actually, all of these stretches should be feeling good if you've been sitting a lot today. All of these warm-ups you can do pretty much anywhere. Like if you've been on a road trip, you get out of the car, just do this at your local roadside station. Make sure that you are not wrenching your knee. If all that you can do is hit the side of your foot against your hand, that's also okay. This particular stretch can be uncomfortable for some people, especially if you have knee issues. So always make sure that you modify anything that we do to accommodate your body type and your physical needs. Next, you're going to do Supermans. So this isn't just where you bring your leg backwards, but you're actually going to tip forward to get even more of a stretch, and again, to work your balance. Make sure that you're grabbing your ankle on the same side as your hand. So left hand to left ankle, right hand to right ankle. Please do not go across your body, as that can be a little painful on the hips if you don't do it right. You also want to make sure that your knee is pointing in the proper direction. Make sure it's facing down toward the ground or straight back and not off to the side.
Your microphone is in there.
Just take one.
Your microphone's in here.
Should I just take this off?
So as long as you're pointing towards that, you're good. You can go over there as long as it's picking it up. You can be over there. Just face this.
Okay, last one is going to be toe touches. You're going to take a step out, keep your toes up off of the ground, and then again reach down with a hand that's on the same side. For an extra stretch, you can put your other arm up in the back. That's why sometimes we call these windmills. You can see Coach Max doing that right now. And T2 is doing it as well. Come on, T3. The pressure, the peer pressure. Okay, this should be their last round of doing these. I'm going to give everybody about 1 more minute to do any additional stretches that their bodies are telling them they need to do. This is not a time to just sit down, though, and wait. You should be active, at least be walking around and keeping yourself warm. Swing your arms around, do something, do some sort of movement for the next minute. Okay, about 15 more seconds. Okay, so I promised you the St. Patrick's Day workout. Today is March 17th. You will be doing 17 different footwork patterns, 17 times each. So whenever I call out, you'll perform 17 times. So for example, the first one will be 17 small advances. If you were with us yesterday, we practiced the difference between small, medium, and large footwork. So that will be entering into our footwork practice tonight. So T3, do 17 small advances, please. This is just to demonstrate. No pausing in between. Okay, so see how he's made it to the end? So he's going to quickly turn around and then keep going until he's reached 17. Okay, good. And then I'll be calling out the different ones as we go through. I'll make sure that I'm facing the camera so that everyone can hear. Okay, is everybody ready?
Ma'am.
All right, here we go. 17 small advances. Okay, you're going to keep them small, no stopping in between, and then hurry up and turn around and keep going. Okay, after that you'll do 17 small retreats. Okay, next is 17 medium advances. So these will be a little bit bigger than the last set. And after that, 17 medium retreats. I think you can see where this is going next. 17 large advances, then 17 large retreats. Those of you practicing at home, make sure you're not galloping, that you're keeping your feet shoulder width apart. Make sure that you're relaxing your weapon shoulder. Okay, after that, small double advances, 17 of them. You're going to pause in between each double advance. Those of you practicing at home, make sure you're doing a double advance with the advances running together. You do not want separate advances here. When you're finished with those, you'll do 17 small double retreats. When you're done with those 17 small double retreats, you'll move on to 17 medium double advances. Again, make sure to pause in between each double advance. Make these a little bigger. I'm ready to speak. I'm ready. You weren't looking at it. Okay, so after that, 17 medium double retreats. After that, you're going to do 17 large double retreats and 17 large double advances, then 17 large double retreats. Okay, after those 17 large double retreats, you're going to go back to small. You'll do 17 small double advance lunge. Make sure you recover back. Last night we practiced small advances and small lunges. Right now your lunge should be either a 1 or a 2 like we practiced last night. There's still going to be power in it. Your back leg will still be straight when you're in it, but you're not going to be dragging your back foot. Make sure that you're moving your hand before you move your foot at all. Don't just shoot it out when you're lunging. Okay, next you're going to do 1 medium advance followed by jump lunge. This lunge should be about a 3. And of course, 17 of them. Okay, almost done. You're up to exercise number 15 out of 17. Next will be large double advance jump lunge. T3, you should be able to do one of these in that space. So you're going to be seeing T3 turn around a lot. So large double advance jump lunge, with your lunge also being large. On a large lunge, you should be dragging your back foot. Make sure that you're keeping the sole of your shoe down so that the sole of your shoe is the thing taking the abuse, not the side of your shoe. Make sure to recover backward, not forward. All right, only 2 to go. Now that your legs are a little bit more warmed up, 17 squat lunges, please. Squat down, lunge out of the squat. Good. Ah, it burns so good. Just think, after this, well, the adults that are watching at least, you can sit on the couch and know that you've earned that St. Patrick's Day beer. All right, and the finish, you're going to drum in place. You pick the number of times and lunge. So 17 of those. Drum, lunge. On these, vary the size of your lunge. Practice 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 size lunges, just like we did yesterday. Make sure that the 17th one is as far as you can lunge. In an ideal world, we would remember that March is the 3rd month, and since this is the St. Patrick's Day footwork workout, we really should do this 3 times. However, in the interest of mercy and leaving these guys alive for the drills round, I'll let them do this with just, I'll let them do just the 1 round. However, had we done 3, I would have had them switch to their non-weapon side and then back to their weapon side. I told you this was Sabre Coach Kate's house of pain. Okay, if you think you can handle the next round because you still have some legs left, go put your whites on, please.
It's a house of pain.
All right, everybody. Hope you're nice and rested, got some water. We're going to start now with some reprise drills. So these are going to be actions where we're going to start and stop. One of the things people were talking about with us last night was not having a lot of ability to do this with partners. So almost everything we do at this portion now is going to be with where one person is attacking a stationary target, or maybe something where you might be able to find a parent to hold a mask for you, or something along those lines. So my folks are almost ready right here, and I'll take turns showing different actions with them real quick. I need my mask. All right, so one at a time over here. Hang on just a quick second. We're going to be adjusting something here. Okay, so Max, come on over here. Okay, so we're going to Max can stand right there. So we're going to see if Max can do this. Now I'm, again, pretending to be a person who is a stationary target. You guys have a target set up, you can use this with this. So Max, we're going to be working on your reprise actions. Okay, so the first one, what I want you to do is make a simple double advanced lunge and attack a stationary target. Do that 3 times, please. Max is going to measure his distance and make sure he knows exactly where he needs to go. So get out to double advanced lunge distance from yourself. Very nice. Very good. Very nice. Okay. So the next action Max is going to do is he's now going to do what we call an in and out, or some people call it trap. He's going to make a double advance forward, then step back to make me miss, and then if I was attacking, and then he'll take over and hit me. So again, it's a double advance forward, step back, and then attack. Good. This is similar to the drill we were doing last night, and Max is now going to do that a couple of times more. He's going to do this with taking 1 or 2 steps back when he makes me miss this time. Very good. Very good. Okay, now, the setup for the reprise. This time, when Max comes off the line, he's going to slow down. He's not going to go quite so fast. He's going to do the same in and out, but it's not going to be fast. It's going to be with slow steps this time. This time make double advance a little bit slower, and then your retreat. Good. Let's go a little bit slower still. Any Maxes? Very good. This time, what Max is going to do, he's going to start slow and then stop after his first advance. He's then going to not go backwards, but rather take off and go really fast after that. Very good. Very nice. Very good. All right, so that's one way to set up a reprise. We're going to show you a slightly different one here for a second. T2, or T3, come on over here. All right, we're going to start with the same progression, with a double advanced lunge attack. Very good. Very nice. Excellent. Great. All right. Next thing he's going to do this time is he's going to do his in and out, but he's going to do it with a provoke step at the end of his in. And now, T3 is going to set up a deliberate reprise, stopping early, making a small step backwards, and then coming over for the attack. Stop a little earlier, make one fewer step. Very nice. Very important little footwork pattern to do that. So now we're going to do it where I'm actually going to move a little bit, and we're going to give T2 the option to do a couple different things. If I step into him as he's coming forward, he's going to make a double advance. But and then we'll take it from there. So we'll start here. I'm going to move a little bit as he's coming forward. So just make a strong double advance. Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. All right. Now he's going to do the exact same thing as do the trap and pull me short. Okay, now this time I'm going to go a little faster. And when I go faster, his idea is he's going to do that early stop and then take over and hit me with the reprise. Ready? Go. Go. Ready? Go. Okay. So, those of you who have partners and you're practicing at home, go ahead and switch off, and we'll do that sequence again. A different person coming out. T2 is coming out here. All right, so I'm going to just move forward slowly, and you're going to make your advanced lunge attack. Double advanced lunge attack. Good. Step back a little. Step back up. Ready? Go. Go. Good. All right. Now he's going to do the same thing, but with an in and out. Come in, make provoke, and go back out. Ready? Go. Ready? Go. Good. Ready? Go. And now I'm going to go a little faster. He's going to do early stop and reprise takeover. Ready? Go. Ready? Go. quick, and we're gonna do some target area work now. Max, you wanna? Okay. Give me a different mask. All right, come on over here, Max. So again, we're going to pretend that you've got a partner, someone you can hold, who can hold the mask for you. Max is going to come and he's going to do simple little traces around the top of the mask. Very good. All right, relax, shake it up. Let's do that again. Notice he doesn't have a fully extended arm. It's nice and smooth. Using his fingers. Lots of nice work there. Very good, thank you. All right, now Max is going to work on making that cut with an advance. Good. He's going to go to different target areas, top, side, bottom, all different places, making either 1 or 2 cuts with that. All right, he's a little close, so you should back up a little bit. Good. All right, those of you who have partners, go ahead and trade off. T3, come on out here. All right, same thing again. He's going to start off real close, go all the way around. Good finger technique, lots of movement. Here, let's back up so we're both in the video here. Very good. There we go. Very nice. And relax. Good. Take it out. All right. If you have a partner, they're again holding the mask out here or stationary. You're going against the stationary target. Go again. Small thing. All right, move up a little closer so your arm is relaxed. Smooth, very nice. Good, and relax. Very nice. Now he's going to come in and make that as an attack with a simple step. Going to practice going to different target areas, making either 1 or 2 cuts. And relax, shake it out. Very good. All right, go ahead and rotate partners again. Someone else come on up. We'll have T2. Again, if you have a partner, they can be wearing the mask, or else they can be stepping in. You can be stepping into it. This one is going to be a little bit of movement. So my goal is to start back here, and T2 is going to make a cut when I get to distance. Here we go. Ready? Good. Now we're gonna open up the distance a little bit, and he's gonna make an advance as I get in the distance. Still wants to hit with his foot, blade before his foot lands. Very good. Good. Those of you who have partners, go ahead and rotate. Same thing again. Starting out where he's stationary and the target's coming to him. Very good. Next, he's going to move to the target. Very good. The last drill we're going to do tonight is, this is actually people who do have a partner and you both have equipment, so come on, two of you out here. All right, we're going to work on we're going to do some very, very simple parry exercises. So we're going to do our basic parry exchange, gentlemen. Right. Actually, let's go back over here. Very good. So we're going to do our parry exchange drill. They're going to start off making simple cuts back and forth to each other's chest target area, and the other one making a parry forward. Obviously, if one of you is left-handed, you have to reverse it around. With a single advance. Okay. So defender does not move. So recover. Right. Max recover. All right. And Tony takes an advance. Good. Recover. And forward again. And forward again. Back and forth. Very good. Open the distance up a little bit, gentlemen. Good. Nice. Let's go to flank and parry 3, so invite. Parry 5. Good. Now we're going to rotate around 3, 4, 5. Max will start attacking. And Tony will make a 3. Then Max recovers, and Tony attacks his chest. Max makes a 4. Then Tony recovers, Max attacks 5. Head. Recover. Now we go back to Max's 3. Max's 3. Very good. 4 and 5.
I'll give it 5.
Max attacks the flank. And Tony attacks the chest. And Max attacks the head. And Tony attacks the flank. and Max attacks the chest, to flank, to chest, to chest, and Tony attacks the head. There you go. All right. We're going to do that same sequence now with an advanced lunge, gentlemen.
Max, you're starting to get on screen.
Very good. All right. So, Tony will start by making an advanced lunge. Max will come a little bit closer, and Max is going to 3, and Max is going to take a retreat this time. Go ahead. All right. And then recover. And back to 3 this time again. Go. Good. Recover. Back and forth a couple of times. Good. And let's go to chest and carry forward. And now head and 5. Excellent, very nice. Let's rotate around the 3 targets. 3, 4, and 5. Very nice. Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to add in the repose. So first you're going to attack the chest, rather the flank. Max is going to make parry 3 repose. Okay. Then your attack. Chest to flank. Flank? Oh, flank. Back flank. Okay. To flank again. You're going back and forth to flank several times. Okay, let's go to chest now. Very good. And let's go to head. For head, we can vary the repose. We can vary the repose target a little bit. Very nice. All right. And now we're going to do the rotation pattern. First, Tony attacks the flank. Max makes parry 3 and repose. And now Max attacks the chest. Tony makes parry 4. Repose. Tony attacks the head. Very good. Max attacks the flank. Good. Tony attacks the chest. Max attacks the head. One more time. Go ahead, Tony. And then Max. All right, gentlemen, thanks very much. All right, everybody, thanks very much for your attendance on our remote practice tonight. Big round of applause for our participants out here. Tony, come on out. And of course, Sabre Coach Kate, working the audio now, so she can't really be out here. But thanks very much for coming. Again, folks, if you enjoyed your workout tonight and you had a good time, please give us a shout out on Facebook, Twitter, whatever social media you like. Take pictures of yourself after being sweaty. We will post them on our Facebook feed. Also, if you have any other interesting ideas about how to make a good practice space, please send those to us. I'll do another video tomorrow afternoon around 5 o'clock, again with more ideas about creating a practice space and what you can do in your own little places to sort of help try and figure this way out as we go through the coronavirus emergency. Also, thanks.
Social distance.
Yes, social distancing. Also, thanks very much to a couple of you who gave us some donations to help try and keep Cutting Edge afloat while this is going on. We really appreciate that. And everybody have a great day. See you later. Very nice.